was hauling chickens on a flatbed out of Wiggins, and we'd spend all night on the uphill side of 37 miles of hell called Wolf Creek Pass, which is up on the Great Divide. We was sitting there sucking toothpicks, drinking knee-highs and onion soup mix, and I said, Earl, let's mail a card to Mother, and then send them chickens on down to the other side. Yeah, let's give them a ride.
Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side.
Well, Earl put down his bottle and mashed his foot down on the throttle, and then a couple of boobs with 1,000 cubes and a 1948 Peterbilt screamed alive. We woke up the chickens. We roared up off that shoulder spraying pine cones, rocks and boulders, and put 400 head of them Rhode Island Reds and a couple burnout roosters on the line. Look out below, 'cause here we go.
Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side.
Well, we commenced to trucking and them hens commenced to clucking. And Earl took out a match and scratched his pants and lit up the unused half of a dollar cigar and took a puff. Says, my, ain't this pretty up here? I said, Earl, this hill can spill us. You better slow down, you're gonna kill us. Just make one mistake and it's a pearly gates for them 85 crates of USDA-approved chickens. You wanna hit second?
Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side.
Well, Earl grabbed on the shifter and then he stabbed her into 5th gear, and then that chromium-plated, fully illuminated, genuine accessory ship knob come right off in his hand. I said, you want to screw that thing back on, Earl? He was trying to thread it on there when the fire fell off his cigar and dropped on down, sort of rolled around and lit the cuff of Earl's pants, burned a hole in his sock. Yeah, sort of set him right on fire. I looked out the window and started counting foam poles going by at the rate of 4 to the 7th power. Well, I put 2 and 2 together and added 12 and carried 5. Come up with 22,000 telephone poles an hour. I looked at Earl and his eyes was wide, his lips was curled and his leg was fried. His hand was froze to the wheel like a tongue to a sled in the middle of a blizzard. I said, Earl, I'm not the type to complain, but the time has come for me to explain that if you don't apply some brake real soon, they're gonna have to pick us up with a stick and a spoon. Well, Earl reared back, cocked his leg, stepped down hard as he could on the brake, and the brake pedal went clear to the floor and stayed there right on the floor. He said it's sort of like stepping on a plum. Well, from there on down, it wasn't real pretty. Hairpin County, Switchback City. One of them looked like a can full of worms, and another one looked like malaria germs. And right in the middle of the whole dang show was a real nice tunnel now, wouldn't you know? Sign said clearance to the 12-foot line with them chickens stacked to 13.9. Well, we shot that tunnel at 110 like gas through a funnel and eggs through a hen. Took that top row of chickens off slicker than scum off a Louisiana swamp. Went down and around and around and down, and we run out of ground at the edge of town. Bashed into the side of the feed store, downtown Pagosa Springs.